I love hydrangeas.
Joey's not here. And he was promoting another event on my event, like.
Crazy.
Right here. Oh, wait. Why does this commie have an American flag hanging off the front of his house?
Look for a little spot.
The commie!
Dude, yeah, he's like trying to do like a classic.
What is, are you trying to prove a point there, Teddy?
He does have a mayor.
Trying to make up for something? How about your shortcomings on running this city as a mayor? How about that? What are you trying to make up for with this big luxurious mansion there, Teddy? Come out and talk to your citizens. Come out and talk to your people, Teddy.
I can say something. I got that. Or you go next. Okay.
I got my.
Stay away from me.
See the no trespassing sign?
Yeah.
Hey Ted, you seem like a nice guy, you seem like a smart guy, but you've been playing those fucking social justice games and it's no good. It's no good for anybody.
Try to
You know,
watch the
those
language.
Social justice activists, they want to disarm cops, they want to do racial bias testing, blah, 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 blah. We just want you guys to stop violence and we want you guys to stop crime. And it's simple math. You know, you got to pick the right side.
That's mine.
That's what you got?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Good.
Got my note cards.
All right, so
Oh,
Alyssa's
this
gonna
is
say something.
prepared.
All right.
How I do that?
Just talk.
Just talk. Oh, shit. Hey Ted, remember the other day at City Council when I tried giving you a speech and you totally shut me down along with the rest of City Council? You know, told me I was out of line. Yeah, you know, when I was one note card in, one specifically. Yeah, I got all four, so we'll see where this today goes.
Let him know.
Yeah.
Let him know.
That's just to get your attention. That's just to get your attention, Ted. Don't worry. It's gonna be a good day. All right.
Man, all the blinds are shut.
Dude,
It's a sunny day out.
Oh no, he's peeking through that crack right there.
Either that or eyeball. During protest, he leaves, but he leaves his wife to get behind.
Okay,
I can do that.
the reason why we're here right now is because we have signed up to have an interview with Ted Wheeler. We have tried to speak to him in person, and Ted Wheeler, our mayor, has denied us. Not just me, he even denied Alyssa.
More than
and-
15 times.
Yes,
More than 15
many
times.
times have denied us to speak to him in person. I would respect our mayor a lot more if he would be a mayor and speak to the people. Why is he hiding? Why does he not want to speak to me to my face? But he'll have conferences with the news and speak to them, but he won't speak to the actual people. It seems like he's only for publicity. He's a joke. He is not good leadership in our city right now. That's why our leadership, and that's why you see domestic terrorists running around. That's why you see violence everywhere in this city, because he doesn't want to do anything about it. And he needs to get separated from the law enforcement.
Yes.
And I hope the police stand up for themselves and stand up for their people, because he's putting them in harm's way. Thank you guys.
Thank you, Haley.
Excellent. Very good. Okay, I'll take over now. All right. Hey everyone, my name is Alyssa Bang. I'm the co-founder of Portland's Liberation. The reason I'm speaking before you all today is I've been asked to deliver a message to the mayor from the people of Portland. We are sick of the ineptness of our local leadership when it comes to anti-fascist domestic terrorist groups, such as Rose City Antifa, who attack anyone who disagrees with them within the city of Portland. Not only this, but we are not out-of-staters. But the mayor opted to blame, for June 29th, someone who wasn't even present. Joey Gibson, a Patriot Prayer, and people from Vancouver. The mayor's statement showed us all how he is unwilling to condemn Antifa, opting to attack his favorite scapegoat, that being Joey Gibson and Vancouver's people. I want to clarify the mayor's lies right now. We are not racist, nor transphobic, nor homophobic, nor any of that nonsense.
Yeah.
And Patriot Prayer is Washington, and Portland's Liberation is Oregon. We are not coming for violence. There was no snipers on the rooftops, nor was there any credible bomb threat. We are open to mediation between our group and Antifa groups, with city officials acting as mediators, because we are sick of the lies being spread by the mayor and Rose City Antifa, whose record of silencing, intimidating, harassing, doxing, assaulting, sexually assaulting, and even attempting to kill their political opponents is well recorded by amateur and professional journalists alike. I humbly ask the mayor to at least be willing to hear us out, because I'm certain I can say we all want the violence in the city we love, Portland, to end. And if not, then I'm sure that we'll see you, Haley Adams, really soon in your seat, Mr. Mayor. Yeah. And remember, we are Portland's liberation.
Yeah.
Good job.
Okay, there you go, Ted. You've heard it firsthand. Your citizens are out here. There's plenty of us. Are you going to come out and talk to us? Or are you going to hide behind that big red door? Oh, why is that door red, by the way?
Republican?
I thought you were a Democrat. Oh, wait, no, you're not a Democrat. You're a commie.
Tommy's
Sorry.
all about red.
Yeah, the commies also do the red thing. Yeah, I forget. Hey, Ted. Hey. You won't come out and talk to us at City Hall. We've tried over 15 different times to schedule meetings with you, and you still won't do it. So now we're at your front door. Come out and talk to us. Stop being a coward. Well, hey, we're not here to harm you, your family, your kids, none of that. We're not Antifa, okay? We don't do that.
You got police protection?
We just want to come and talk to you. Besides, yeah, we don't do that anyways. You don't need police protection from us, dude. None. No police protection. You don't need that from us. Just come out and talk to us. That's all we want. Come out, sit down, let's have a meeting. But, that's probably not going to happen. I'm probably talking to a red door for no damn reason. Like trying to watch paint dry.
Hey, Lee.
Hello?
Hey, Lee.
Come out, Ted. You got the news out here. You love them. You love the publicity, man. You love being on the news. Why don't you come out here? Wherever he is, why does he come out here and speak to the people? I know you love being on film. I know you love going out picking up trash just for a PR stunt. Come on, Ted. Come on, Lion Ted. We've been waiting for you. A lot of people have. We just haven't enough balls to be outside your house right now. And this won't be the last time. We're going to keep coming back every single other weekend now.
Yeah, really.
Hey, buddy, the way I see it, if you can go and have press conferences with a pedophile like Micah Rhodes, and you're good friends with Terry Bean, who is also a known pedophile, you can come out and talk to citizens who don't deal with that shit. Come on, coward, get your ass out here. Come talk to us.
Yeah. How can we have a mayor in office who hangs out with pedophiles? How are we allowing that in our city? That should be a big no and a big red flag for everyone that lives out here in the city of Portland. Think about your daughters and think about your sons. When you look at Mayor Ted Wheeler while he's hanging out with actual known pedophiles. But everyone wants to ignore it in the city. And he takes money from them.
Hey, we don't play those pedophile games out here,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
No, you get your ass beat for that.
All right, guys.
Yep.
If the law won't take care of you, we will.
Yeah.
I wanted to speak on something that I see every time Ted gets up and gives one of his press conferences. It's the fact that he can't even say the name Antifa. He can't say the name, anything. He can't say domestic terrorist. He can't say anything, but he openly calls out, far-right groups, what he considers far-right groups or patriot groups that come to the city to protest from inside and outside the city. He openly calls them out all the time, but he won't even mention them. He won't even mention Antifa. He won't say that word. He won't say violence from Antifa. He won't mention the violence from Antifa. He wouldn't even say anything about the violence on the 29th that was perpetrated against Andy No. As a matter of fact, he made a joke about the milkshake part of it. It's disgusting. It's disgusting he can sit up there and joke about it. It's disgusting that he can sit up there and not acknowledge the patriots that were injured.
Amen.
Acknowledge the patriots that were injured, that were struck in the head and severely beaten in the streets. But he can't even call out Antifa for doing that to them, for something that was as blatant as what happened. He cannot cannot stand up and utter the words Antifa or terrorism or that Antifa is violent. And I think it's bullshit, and I'm tired of it. He sits up there smug, just so smug, you know, and it's disgusting. It really is disgusting. Every time I watch one of those news conferences, it makes me want to throw up.
Thinks he's untouchable.
Yeah, like he's untouchable, like it's all a big joke, you know, and this is happening in his city. He's allowed it to happen in his city. He's allowed Antifa to grow and become more brazen, and now he's going to reap the violence. The blood will be on your hands, Ted Wheeler. August 17th, when the Patriots come to Portland, Antifa attacks, the blood will be on your hands. This is your fault. You made this mess, and now it's getting worse. Day by day, rally by rally, it gets worse, and we're not going to stop coming. We're going to keep coming. We're going to come, and we're going to keep on coming every time. Every time. We're going to oppose Antifa at every stop.
Non-violent way. Great job.
Oh yeah.
All right, Ted. Your service in the service of Portland has been a disgrace. Have you even been paying attention to what the country has been saying about Portland? You have been a disgrace. You've been embarrassed the city. Portland used to be a gem in the Northwest. It still is a beautiful city, but it's just covered in the homelessness problem and Antifa running around like browncoats back in Nazi Germany. You use them as a political tool to force your own political beliefs on conservatives and people that don't agree with you. Right. You act like a dictator in this city. You don't let people you don't like speak, and then you hide and don't listen to people that you don't want to hear.
Nice house.
Completely embarrassed the Portland Police Department. They're at the lowest numbers of employment you guys have ever had, and you give them stand-down orders when they attack people. It's all on footage, everyone knows it, and you will be responsible for the violence that comes, because we are not here for violence. We've said it over and over again, we want peace, we just want to live like normal Americans. Everyone here has different opinions, different political ideologies. We are not racists or Nazis or bigots or fascists. Those are all lies that you use to demoralize us and dehumanize us, so that when the thugs come out to beat us up, they don't have any sympathy. That's right. So stop letting the violence happen in this city. Grow a pair, speak out against Antifa, and let the cops do their job.
Yeah, Mac.
Yeah, Ted, don't be a dictator. We don't like dictators. Come out and talk to your people, Ted. Don't be so scared. Do I see your little face in that window over there? Are you peeking out at us? Come talk to us, buddy. Hey, we're not Antifa, man. We're not going to attack you. Come on. Don't be scared.
We just love America.
Just come talk to us. Come talk to the citizens. No? Don't be scared. Teddy. Teddy. Come talk to us, buddy. Come on. Come on, Teddy. Hey, Nate, you want to say something? Don't be scared, Nate. Oh, the stars over there on the leaves.
The story's probably going to be spun.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Oh, yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, they came here looking for violence and they were attacking people.
Yeah.
Nothing on the door.
You want to say anything?
No.
Hey, anybody else?
Sure?
Anybody else?
Oh, what?
Come on.
You sure
Come
you
on.
wanna say
Come on, let's talk.
Oh, yeah.
Laura?
I've been good. How have you been? Yeah.
I haven't seen you in a rally.
They came I know. I had to write that thing that I was doing the research for, and it like ate my whole life, and then I was moving, but now I'm back. Yeah. No, I know, and I kept like pitching out on him, but I'm back. So.
They came and smoked Asheville in front of Ted Wheeler's house.
Yeah.
I'm an independent.
The number, oh yeah.
But it may be it'll be like June 30th, but it'll be spread out. The numbers are not raising at all. But the numbers are going to be all way of life because we're diverse. Because
We have two that fight for our freedom. One board. We're different. We got different verdict, but we have our way of life. So you come here, you have to love life. You have to.
Yeah, they take good care of their lawn. They don't want people walking on it.
Yeah, they got groundskeepers.
Yeah, exactly. It's basic fundamental stuff. Yeah. It's like if you or I moved to Japan and we started complaining about everything.
That's normal.
Yeah, it's like what?
Valid anyways.
Yeah, and it's like that's not an unreasonable.
He was the one that said that he can't wait for the next 24 months to be up, and we can't wait for him to end his term right now.
The media.
So,
Or they want to get more views. So
not as surprising he's not. He just wanted to talk.
Yeah.
See, there's his house right there. See, no trespassing sign. None of us are actually on his property. See?
Beautiful place.
Oh, it works. It works.
None of us are on his property.
overpowering.
Yeah.
Hey, Skylar, they had some of the media walking across the grass.
That's media. That's not real.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why I put the no trespassing signs?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, they do that every time there's a protest there because they, in the past, they've had people go to the back and shit this
Really?
behind the house. Yeah.
That's probably an Antifa protest. Huh?
Yeah.
Surprised that's not.
That is a really nice place. I'd expect the mayor to have that house.
I was gonna say, I'm surprised that's not his
I
house.
wonder what, is that someone's actual house or?
Oh, yeah.
That's a house.
Yeah, that woman was just putting the no trespassing signs
What do
up.
they do for work and where can I get the application?
Dude, like, yeah, exactly, right?
Something scalable like programming, probably.
Or some shit.
Hey, Reggie, when she's done with her,
All right, folks. Yeah, that I didn't want to speak on that.
good thing she got her hair. Yeah, they just want to speak because she got her hair on. But well, yeah, I know why they don't have you up there speaking.
I know.
Did I see that?
No, we can't.
I didn't want to be on. Am I saying something I wasn't sure? So I'm gonna be.
I hope with the 250,000 he's a nice vacation.
Yeah. 200 grades in them.
I don't know.
Nice. Either way, ARs
It's like 220,
I had him with kindness.
I don't want to see him around.
I thought it'd be funny on the police report.
He's probably playing Pi
I got mixed emotions.
Pi Gal at the casino.
I mean, okay, I don't think any
Pi Gal, it's like a card game.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, how much is it going to cost to hire Harmeet Dillon for however long it takes to sue the city? That's when he'll really come into the money. Is when he gets money from the city.
Oh, when he sues him.
Yeah.
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 Alright guys,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna end this recording right here. As I said,
Or is it Carmeet? Whatever his lawyer's name is.
like, share, subscribe. Yeah, go ahead.
I know.
And yeah, do that. And I will definitely be posting on more videos, especially with the August 17th rally.
Like a lot of our videos have.
Alright.
Yeah.
So
Have
have a good day, you guys.
They made a out of it, everything pretty cool. The reason I freaked out.
There's a car sitting right in the middle of the street right there.
Like, you guys. Yes.
When was your, you said your first rally was just the other day?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I went to Joey Gibson.
G4S Security. No, it's G4S Security.
Like, this is my client.
G4S Security.
He's probably going to make
They
sure
work with
nobody's
the
standing
cops.
on his brake.
They work with the cops.
Yeah.
We're not doing anything. He doesn't need to worry about that. He probably shouldn't even be here.
Look at this. Yeah, we have
Yeah, the one on 29 garbage.
Oh wait, there's that Antifa photographer.
Yeah,
The one on the far left.
couldn't make it.
One on the very far left. He's an
Yeah,
Antifa
what if
photographer.
I was planning on just doing the same thing.
Yep, the one on the left. No, not the one with the shorts. The one on the very left.
Oh,
With the camera gear. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
He's the Antifa photographer. Isn't that him, Brandon? Get a zoom in on his face.
Oh, let's have a look.
I'm pretty sure it's him.
I brought freaking my Bluetooth speaker so we can have a dance off while we're here.
Yeah. The sun is really playing havoc with us.
Like, I figured if
That may not be him, it looks like him from a distance.
See if I can zoom in. I'm not sure if I can zoom in with this thing.
I'm surprised fucking John is here.
The first song in the playlist is Rick Astley, Never Gonna Give You Up.
See, the Asian guy, kind of.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Why Can't We Be Friends next?
Okay, that's not
I don't think it's
Baby
him.
Shark is after that.
He's got longer hair than
You're talking about. He's a little taller.
Yeah, he's pretty tall. Actually.
I thought it was him.
I noticed that he was the one that pointed me out to Luis.
Oh, really?
That day when he was shitting in my face. Yeah, I saw him. He was just. And then the other guy.
The 29th?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Alright, she's done doing.
Okay, dude, that's it.
Test, 1, 2, 3.
Baby shark.
Haley Adams, I have something to say.
All right, let's kill the baby shark.
Alright, let's kill the baby shark.
Alright. Baby shark music.
Hey! Hey! No! No! We gotta kill the baby shark.
What's going?
Hey, I got something else to say here, and this is directly pointed to all the media that's here today that came out here. It's really disgusting that you guys will show all these pictures. I'm glad you showed the pictures of Andy Ngo being assaulted and the things that happened with him, but there were 2 other Patriots that were severely beat, severely injured, and I didn't see one picture of that in the paper. I didn't see one video of that on the news, because you guys don't want to show the true violence that Antifa perpetrates against people in the streets. And those 2 gentlemen were severely injured and very bloody, and not one picture in the Oregonian of their heads or their faces, and those pictures can be easily found anywhere. Those videos can be easily found anywhere. Nothing was shown of that.
Yeah, what
those
about
2 men were almost killed by Antifa. One of them took 30 staples to his head to close the wound. One of them was a veteran that was beat over the head while trying to defend a trans person. But that story never gets out. The only story that gets out is about how the, you know.
Wait, speak about how that guy tried to defend a trans person and they beat him.
Yeah,
Say
yeah.
it louder so everyone
The veteran gentleman, the older gentleman that you guys all have seen the pictures of, John, was trying to defend a trans patriot person. I'm not going to mention Sam Resnick. Actually, he was trying to defend him, and that's when the entire scuffle started, and that's how it all started. Now, there's been some videos out there and pictures showing, you know, the Patriots wielding weapons. Antifa put those out there, but that's when they were defending themselves after Antifa attacked. After Antifa was allowed by the Portland Police Department to take over Pioneer Square, Patriots were forced out of Pioneer Square by the Portland Police, and then Antifa was allowed to take over and roam about and do what they pleased, and that's when the assaults happened. So something would have been done before that. I saw 3 injured Portland police officers that were injured by Antifa, and nothing was done to Antifa.
Nothing.
They stood there. They stood there and did nothing. They sprayed a little mace on Antifa at the very beginning. Not one arrest was made, and they know who did the violence. Portland police isn't stupid. And then you got Willamette Week out there, and Kate Shepard, the Antifa bootlicker, writing that trash in their paper, doing stories on that there was no concrete inside of the milkshakes. You know what? They've thrown feces, they've thrown urine, they've thrown acid on us. What makes you think they wouldn't put a little bit of concrete inside of a milkshake?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Come on, use common sense. Those people are animals. They're out to hurt people. And not only that, anybody knows anything about concrete, you can get concrete without gravel and aggregate in it. Their little experiment they did, they used concrete, Quikrete right off the shelf. You can get this Portland cement by itself that comes in a very fine powder form, and it looks a whole lot different than when you add sand and gravel to concrete. So their entire thing was bullshit. Not only that, you know what? The Patriots aren't stupid. We have people behind enemy lines, and they see what goes on. They see what goes on, and we see what Antifa's little tricks are, and we know that there were other items. Sure, there was milkshakes they had that they were drinking and handing out, but there were other ones, and there were other things that they had to throw on people that were meant to injure them. And for the Oregon Justice Resource Center and Pop Mob to try to go after the Portland police for putting out that bulletin, the Portland police put that out because it was the truth. And now they're coming after him, trying to get him to try to retract the statement. I'm sure Ted Wheeler will make them retract the statement. And he laughed about the milkshakes. He laughed about it. He laughed about it. He chuckles about it like it's funny. Shame on you, Ted. It's not funny when you get unknown substances thrown on you. Shame on you, Ted. Shame on you. Shame on you. Shame on you. And then you're a coward. You won't even come out. You won't even be in your house when the people come. You got your fancy cameras. You got your signs, Ted. You got your police protecting you. It's absolutely ridiculous. The media should be absolutely ashamed of themselves for the way that they have covered these events and what has happened. Always labeling us as right-wing extremists or white nationalists. We're patriots that love this country and love the city, and we're tired of seeing the bullshit that's going on with Antifa, thinking that they can run it and do whatever they want to do.
Amen.
You know, you've seen a big decline in businesses downtown being beat up and the windows being broken out because those same people that were doing that 10 years ago have switched over and started attacking patriots. That's what they do, so they don't have time to break out the windows of the businesses. It's been going on for 20, 30 years in this city, and it needs to stop. They need to be put down. There needs to be a federal investigation, and it needs to stop.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. The media will not cover these things like it should be, and we'll probably never get the media on our side. We'll probably never get 50% of the people on our side, but you know what? The 50% that matters will be on our side, and we will win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Very good. Very good. Good.
Good, Dave.
Okay.
Take this. Here. No, you take this.
Excellent.
I've got to figure out who called me.
Excellent.
Hello. I just wanna give a quick shout out to Andy No and the two patriots that got viciously attacked on that day. You know, they paid a heavy price, but they also fell on the sword for their country because it woke a lot of people up. You know, there's even people on CNN condemning the violence. We want the mayor of Portland to condemn the violence of Antifa, and that's really not asking much. You know, they step out of line, and they really stepped out of line that time. So I want to give a shout out to Andy No and the two patriots that fell on the sword for their country. They got it really bad, but it's also done a lot of good because it's woken a lot of people up. So yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
We got what these people have done.
So, in case anyone here doesn't know how this all started, back in, 2016, 2017? A guy got punched by Antifa. And then, a few months later, someone got hit with a bike lock. And then it turned to doxing, intimidating, harassing, and then we got to assaulting, and everyone still turned a blind eye. The media, the people of this city, and our politicians still turned a blind eye when people were getting beaten in the streets, when they were redirecting traffic. Everybody remember that in October last year?
Yep.
Yeah. So, and then what we've gotten to is just last month, they tried to kill a couple of our citizens in the city of Portland. A couple of your citizens, Ted, were beaten, and you didn't even condemn it. It's happened to me too. I got my start with the Antifa movement in August of last year. I participated in some anti-fascist action in Black Bloc. I was at August 4th. I was at Him Too, and I did a couple of other local little things. Anyways, but in December though, I finally met Haley, and I finally met the crew here. And you know what? That was the best damn moment of my life, I think, because I was actually in a really dark place at the time. But you know what? They helped me. And then do you know what happened? Antifa doxed me. I took a picture with Haley, and they doxed me.
Why did they dox me?
Yeah, so they doxed me, and for saying, and then I said they were wrong. You know, I was like, you know what, that was pretty wrong, and also what you guys are doing to them. They told me that everyone here were neo-Nazis. Turns out that's not true either, okay? And then we get to this point, okay, where a month later, I had some discourse with Antifa. I walked away, and 3 of them followed me and beat me when I was on my own in the street. They called me a class traitor, they bear maced me, and they beat me in the park over, God, what was that park? Anyways, January 20th, yeah. January 20th, yeah, they attacked me. They beat me, and they laughed about it online too, you know? And I'm a trans person. You know what's funny? Is that they were supposed to represent that. They didn't. They didn't at all, you know? And since then, what I've seen is that it's escalated even further. And everyone, well, they were still turning a blind eye up until June 29th. That's when the people of this, not only this city, but of the country woke up. Not only that, but they've also woken up to how you run this city, Ted. This is on you. Because I said to your face, Antifa, no one had done that yet. I said condemn Antifa and Rose City Antifa, and you told me I was out of line. Is this really what you do to the citizens of your city? Is this really how you run this? What kind of leader are you? If a leader can't lead, they should get out of the way and step down and let someone who can fix this city lead. If you feel like it's not within your right either to lead and try and fix the you literally have domestic terrorists running around the city that you're supposed to be leading, and you're not doing a goddamn thing. That's wrong.
And sexual assaulting.
Exactly. Antifa has silenced, intimidated, harassed, doxed, assaulted, sexually assaulted, and even attempted to kill anyone who disagrees with them. Not only anyone who attempts to disagree with them, but the citizens of this city who aren't even involved. And it's not only in Portland, it's in Seattle, it was in Berkeley, it's in Texas, it's in New York. It's a problem that is spreading. And the longer that we let it grow, the more it's gonna escalate, because it already has, from punching to where we're at now, where they're attempting to kill us en masse in Portland.
Tacoma, Washington.
Yeah, in Tacoma, Washington. That was finally... It's disgusting how seriously after this you still will not condemn Antifa. You know, I went to Tacoma to go and look at the scene afterwards. There's charred remains of the car there. You can still see where he was shot. Okay, and you want to sit there and say that's not wrong? His death is on you for refusing to condemn them. As a leader of this city, it's on you to fix this. Because we don't want that to spread to Portland. If we don't do something now, if you don't do something now, Ted Wheeler, it's on you when the domestic terrorists come here and start blowing things up. Fix your damn city and get back in line, because you're the most pathetic leader I've seen since Neville Chamberlain.
The first rally I went to was November 17th, I think, right? Him Too rally. I had no idea what the Him Too rally is, but I saw on the news that Antifa was just running amok. So I decided to come here and help protect you guys. And instead of actually going to your rally, I went and hung out with Antifa all day because I was in the Marines and I wanted to understand my enemy. Their weaknesses, their things that will give us the advantage over them. When Antifa started getting ready to attack us, I was in the crowd with Antifa and I walked across the street and I stood between you guys and Antifa, and I ended up finding some reporters and I ended up protecting the reporters. They're about to get maced, but I stepped in between the mace and the reporters. I wouldn't say they shit kicked out of me because they hit like bitches, but I mean they do. The only reason Andy's not dead is because they hit like a bitch. And so what I did is I had a body camera on me and I recorded every moment of the entire day, showing I never provoked anyone. I was friendly with everyone. And then I filed a lawsuit, but I couldn't find a lawyer to help because the case was so complicated. So I went through the law, the legal system, to try to get Antifa taken away. And then I sent him a message, a letter to someone in Congress, and the first 4 pages were of me explaining how dire the situations are and how they're going to start killing us. And the first 4 pages were my desire for peace. And then the 5th page said, if Antifa gets to the point where they start killing us, I'm going to kill them next. And I told them that I would slaughter them, and I have a detailed plan on how I freaking wipe out Antifa.
Oh no.
Another thing. But the point is, Antifa's gotten to the point where we have to protect ourselves. We have no desire to fight, we have no desire for violence, but we need to be prepared for it if it happens.
Yes. Thank you. And thank you for coming. Okay, Matt, it's your turn. Good for you guys.
All right, Ted. I hope you're listening to all these speeches because everyone's made some great points on why we're here. And we're going to highlight a few more points. Antifa is a domestic terrorist organization. They've been declared so as Homeland Security, and yet you refuse to condemn their violence, and you refuse to let the police do their job, and you let them take over this city and assault people that don't have their political ideology. This is disgusting. You're a disgrace to this city. Pay attention to what the people are saying about you across the country. You are an embarrassment. Everyone knows it. Stop letting this happen to the city. Grow a pair and fix your city. We gotta solve the problems. We're here to work together, and you just let Antifa run around and nearly murder people. When is this gonna stop, Ted? You have to step up and take responsibility.
Hello? Okay, you guys can hear me?
Can't reach.
Again, so while we're out here, Ted obviously knows why we're out here. You guys know why we're out here. But this shouldn't be the end. We should not stop right here today. We should keep continuing to put pressure on the mayor. I know there's a huge event happening on August 17th, and this is what we should be focusing on. We should not be fighting with this distraction. We should be speaking out against the mayor. Not just the mayor, Kate Brown as well. They both enable this issue in our city and in our state. I don't wish anyone harm on the left, and I pray for you guys, because I know you're going to see this. I want you guys to understand that we just have a different opinion than you. And sometimes we can meet in the middle, but you guys act like toddlers. You guys just want to whine, complain, throw yourselves on the ground, hit, attack people, beat them, take AKs into ICE facilities. And you think that is mentally okay? That's unhinged. And we have mental issues in this city that people need to start realizing some of these people need to be taken in and get some help. The drug problem, the mental problem, and our city is getting just filled with drug addicts on the streets. And if I had to travel out here to Portland and I lived somewhere, say out in Texas, I would never come out here because it's too dangerous. It is too dangerous for people to travel out here. This is a war zone now, and it's become so out of control. I don't think that Ted Wheeler will be able to fix this. We need to get him out of office. Someone that's going to have a backbone. Someone who's not going to pander down to these elites, to fake media, and to those that are trying to walk all over them. Someone like our president, Donald Trump. We need a man like that that's going to run our city. Because he's honest, he's true to his word, and this guy, he has no integrity. He has no loyalty to his people, even if the left, if you're listening to this, he has no loyalty to you. He has no loyalty to any one of us. He just wants your money, his political greed, and that's why we need to get him out. He doesn't care about the LGBT community. He cares what's going into his bank account at the end of the day. That's why he doesn't condone any of these problems that we're facing. That's why he loves being on the television, on TV, so he can speak. Or he laughed about our people getting attacked. And he won't say Antifa's name. Everyone, that is a big eye-opener. Everyone's eyes should be open to that. Everyone should be waking up. And if you are in this city, if you are a modern Dem or you're a Republican, it doesn't matter what you are, and you know that there's something wrong that's going on out here, and you feel it, then it is time, that is your calling. You need to wake up, you need to come out, support your Americans, because we're all Americans. This is our streets. And at the end of the day, it's going to be us to take him out of his office. Thank you guys.
Yeah.
Go, Skyler. Skyler.
Okay. Yeah, I am. 6'3". No thanks.
All right, afternoon, everyone. All right, so Ted Wheeler.
Wow. There's just not a lot of good things to say about you, man. A piece of shit mayor running the city of Portland, letting over 6,000 homeless run around in the streets, doing drugs, and stealing a lot of other shit from other people that just want to live their lives day by day. And he also lets Antifa run rampant throughout the streets, basically breaking everything that they can in sight, attacking everyone that does not agree with their views, not even like one single thing. Like you have a difference of opinion on like one thing, that doesn't matter what it is, they will attack you. They will dox you. And yet you sit there in your house and you laugh at us. Seriously, what the hell is wrong with you, Ted? You know what? I really hope that Ted Cruz, Republican senator from Texas, really does push for term limits on the Senate. I also really do like Ted Cruz for another thing. For his criticism on what Ted Wheeler's been doing, or lack thereof. And this is what I have to say to your leftist commie friends there, Ted. Let them come at us. Because we are prepared to be defending ourselves.
I'm not sure I agree with that.
Tell the anarcho-communists to leave. It's time for those domestic terrorist groups, the anti-fascist domestic terrorist groups, to go.
That's right, Ted. It's time for Antifa to leave. It's time for all the socialists and communists that are in our city to leave. I also hope that Haley Adams comes after your job, Ted.
Amen.
Sorry. I wanted to make sure that everybody remembers that there's a huge event in Portland on August 17th. It's being put on by a couple different groups, and it's going to be a chance to be part of history. It's going to be a chance to be part of a change in not only Portland, but a change in the entire country. August 17th will be the pivotal moment in history, and you won't want to miss it. You're going to want to be there. You're going to want to be there when Antifa is finally flushed from the streets of Portland, and that they're shown to be what they really are, which is violent masked thugs. So everybody come out, make sure you're prepared, and prepare for a good time.
Oh, I want to say a big thank you, actually. No, I wanted to say a big thank you to the cop watchers out here, wherever you guys are. I want to thank the cop watchers because they do their job. They make sure the cops are doing what they're supposed to be doing. And they call out when they're doing something wrong. And I really do appreciate that, especially out here in Portland. When I first heard about the cop watchers, and they don't get a lot of recognition on this, but when I first heard about them, I kind of thought they were a little bit crazy. And they probably thought that about me with the stuff that I do. But you know, when I really start get really involved and I start seeing it, and honestly, I really appreciate our cop watchers out in Portland. Because they're doing something right for this city. And I hope that everyone that's even coming out here for August 17th can thank our cop watchers, because our cop watchers are the first ones to have your guys' backs, have my backs. They're always there when I need them. So thank you, Bob. Thank you, guys, wherever you are. Thank you, Chris Ponte. Okay. You guys, anyone want to talk?
Can we go?
Yeah, do the hands.
Let's do it. All right, everyone, on 3, we're going to say, "We are Portland's liberation." 1, 2, 3.
We are Portland's liberation!
We are Portland's liberation! Oh. That's good. All right. We are Portland's liberation! We are Portland's liberation! We are Portland's liberation! Okay, that's good.
Not as good as Antifa with the chants.
You got this.
Hey, so there's an event going on in downtown. It is for the police officers. What's the event name?
Love the Police March.
Love the police. Respect the police, but put pressure on them to do their job in Portland.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
But the man that's throwing it is a really good guy. His name is Nick, and I think we should all go support him. I think this is one of his first events, but it starts 1. I believe it's at 1. Where's it at? Where's it
Down
at?
to Salmon Street Springs.
Say it.
Salmon Street Springs.
Salmon Street Springs. We should be there to support him. And
Waterfront Park.
Waterfront Park. Okay, thanks, dude. Yeah, I just want you guys, so there's an event going there, and I think we should all go support him. So he's not standing out there alone, especially if he's doing something for the police. You don't want Antifa coming and attacking this man. I don't know who's all going to his event. I know a couple elders are gonna be there, so I want to make sure that we're there to protect them, just in case. We should always be prepared while we go out here. Okay.
Let's go. See you soon, Teddy. Later, Ted.
Keep ordering him pizzas.
Hello. Huh?
The one that posts the memes.
Oh, hi. Are you gonna come hang out with us? Oh. Okay. Hang out with me. I guess with this public. That's my normal chair.
He's gone.
Goddamn good freaking everything that's stuck in it.
Yeah.
This is actually my editor. It really helps me.
Hi. He's here earlier. Would it be okay to set the picture?
And that's what we really wanted. And we got a good, good group of people.
Vinicus. Vinicus. Cool. My name's Joe. Nice to meet you. You go to these events often? No.
And then, you want to know why we're out here?
Yeah, definitely.
We're just out here so he can speak to us. Just talk, condone this violence that's happening in the city. Bring up Antifa to make sure that he needs to put pressure on them.
Thank you.
Regardless of size, no one should be renewed by
Oh, yeah.
So,
Definitely.
was a large portion of this
It's a pretty good event.
And you know, Adam Kelly.
Coming back. It's going to be a really good one on the stage.
And I want, not because Andy know, it's Adam Kelly, who's my friend.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, all of them.
And he was also her on June 29th?
Yeah, he was actually, they almost killed him. And that one never made it on the news. So no one's going to bring that out.
Okay. And can you give me more details?
What they take to his head? I forget what.
It looked like a crowbar, but I don't know.
Crowbar. They took a crowbar and they whacked him a few times on the head. He has stitches all around his head.
Yeah, that was the photo that was in the bar.
He made it sound like this Adam guy, he was just a normal guy that was just there to go see my event. He was just scoped, just looking around. And made it sound like he was some crowd boy. And I'm like, no, he wasn't. I'm like, this guy was just there to see what was going on and got it. Made up. I actually would really like you guys to put his name out there.
So he was not a member of any organization?
Not a member of any organization.
And does he know anything about person that attacked him? Are they one of the three people that...
Yeah, I went to school with the guy that attacked him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's known.
Yeah, because I know H. Holokowski. Yeah, I went to school there. I grew up with him. I'm actually really surprised.
Got it. Okay. So, was it politically motivated, or was it more of a personal?
I gotcha. It was politically motivated. Because he was just there and he went to go defend some man that was on. It was a tremendous
And so, with reference to Andy Nellen kind of gaining national media coverage,
Yeah, I guess so. Do they come like that?
Yes. No attacks should be on any left or right, whatever side you're on. No one should be attacked.
Okay.
Even I was attacked on the 29th.
Yeah. I mean, and that's a photographer and a journalist. I mean, and you gotta think about it. When you're out there and you're doing your stuff, and they might not know who you are, they will attack you. Right? Have you been in there with them, or you just in, with the whole group of them?
I wasn't at the June 29th, but yeah.
Yeah, they will. Yeah.
They left alone a lot of the people that had credentials.
They did?
Yeah.
I love going.
Yeah. And so, these kind of attacks have been happening at other protests, especially
Every event is always
last
something
year.
to take away.
So, I guess, is there a reason it's this time specifically that you guys are speaking out about it? And
I've been speaking about it against this since since winter. I was at City Hall almost every day trying to speak to Ted Wheeler, and this is why we're here now. Is because he won't speak to us. He will not acknowledge anything that's actually going on, and he loves to talk. He loves to talk about people that aren't even involved. Like he brings up Proud Boys, Patriot Prayer. They literally do not do anything else. Like they don't do anything. Like the Proud Boys, they never come out here. Like you don't see any of them. All my events, they never come out, and they don't ever do anything. They don't Proud Boys only come out to big events. But Patriot Prayer, he stepped away. He's been doing Washington events, and for Ted Wheeler to bring them up, it's like it was a way to get the media to me. I feel like he's bringing violence on us. Like you use the media, you spread fake news, and like for my event that was Portland's Liberation event, pretty in the middle. We got modern dance and all that in our room, and you say that it's gonna be like this huge media event and all this. You literally put people into my area to attack us, and that's bad.
So you feel like you're being
I feel like
in with
well, I feel like the mayor is trying to plays. He plays because he knows that the left will always come in huge groups of numbers, and we're a little group. I don't care about the side that you're on. Like, that's just wrong. You don't do that to people. Especially
So earlier, you were talking about his role as a police commissioner.
Yeah, we need to separate that. I think
It's a conflict of interest.
Yeah.
Okay. I think anybody.
And so, what would be kind of your ideal outcome? Like, say that Ted Wheeler told you today, what would you want?
I would just screaming at this guy, or I'm just screaming at him. I'm just like, listen, because honestly, it's the youth that's asking these questions. It's not even like, it's really coming down to it. It's like more millennials out here than anything, trying to get a hold of this guy, and I feel like he cares about us.
And how old are you?
25.
And do you work in City right now? Got it.
And I just got one by this Antifa guy last night. He was following me.
Like physically followed.
Yep. And last night.
Are you the one that said?
I was and then he's like, let me get a picture of you. And then I was like, what's your Twitter? And he wouldn't let me know his Twitter or anything. He was actually super sketchy and mad about this.
Okay. Got it.
And that's what they do. They come in and they go around and then they try to get people jobs.
So basically, other than just listening to what you have to say, is there a concrete thing you want to do? Like you mentioned,
step down. I would love for him to resign. Give someone a better. I don't even care if it's Democrat. Give someone that's going to do a better job at listening to their people. And let's listen to their people. And instead of just guys, he's just after money. Like he's not right. There's something wrong with this guy.
Okay. Great. Well, thank you so much for talking to me. I appreciate it. I'm Diana. Thank you.
That's a pretty good interview.
Huh?
It's a pretty good interview.
Yeah.
I got most of it.
Make America ready.
Oh my God.
He's kind of scaring me.
Yeah.
Yeah.